We've been very clear about this. When this question comes up in the briefing, we've been very clear and have said we've been very clear. And so we've been very clear about that. This is something that clearly we've been doing for some time. He's been very clear. We've been very clear about that. So look, I mean, we've been very clear on this. We're going to make sure that we are very clear. We've been very clear. I just laid out where our position has been. What I wanted to be very clear is that we've been very clear. We've been very clear. We've been very clear that we've said this before. We've been very clear about this. The president clearly has been very clear about clearly, but just wanted to make that very clear. And I just don't want to get ahead of that. Clearly, and the president has been very public, has been very clear. We've been very clear. The president has been very clear, and we've been very clear. But again, I cannot be more clearer. And let's be very clear. Clearly clear. We've been very clear. We've been clear on our record. And one of the things that the president's going to make very clear, the entire Biden-Harris administration have been clear, and we have been very clear. Look. The president is certainly has made himself very clear. He's been very clear. Clearly, it is pretty clear, right? Look, the president has been really clear. So you saw the president's statement. He's been very clear about this. But if you lay that out, that's pretty clear. We've been very clear about that. We have said I said very clearly that they were very clear about that. Because clearly, and so we're going to continue to be very clear about it. And so want to make sure that these words come out very clearly, but I want to be very clear, but also clearly. We've been very upfront, but we also have to be very clear that, more clearly, as President Biden made clear, this is something clearly this is not the first time. The president has always been very clear. And the president has been very clear. We've been also very clear about that. Clearly, we've been very clear, and we have been very clear. We've kind of laid that out and been very clear. That is something that we will be very clear about, clearly. Finally, one last thing. The president has been very clear. I have been very clear. We've all been very clear.
And clearly, that was excessive. Anyway, that's it for now. Follow me at Twitter at Don't Walk Run. Thanks for tuning in, and I clearly hope to see you next time. If there is next time. Clearly.